Hi, I'm here to introduce you to Let's Learn Hebrew Side by Side, a fun way to teach Hebrew decoding one-on-one. This program has two components. The first component is on the computer. The second component is a hands-on learning activity. The hands-on learning activity will look like this. So you might be wondering, what is a learning facilitator? As a learning facilitator, you'll be helping your students learn Hebrew decoding one-on-one. You should have a copy of the Learning Facilitators Guide. This nifty notebook has everything that you need to be a successful learning facilitator. Inside, you will see a table of contents and also an introduction that gives you all of the background about our goals for this learning process. There are also all of the instructions you will need for the lesson and the hands-on learning activity before you cut them out. So now that you have all of those materials, what do you do with it? You have to remember two things: review and prepare. You have to review all of the material that you will be going through with your student to make sure that you have no surprises when you sit down with them and learn. You also need to make sure that you have all of the things cut out and prepared for the hands-on learning activity. This will mean more time with your student and less time fiddling around with silly scissors. Once you log in, on your dashboard will be a long list of all of the lessons you go through with your students. Just click on the one that you're using at that time and then start. So this is what it'll look like when you start. When you go through this with your students, make sure to click on everything and make sure that they are reading it thoroughly and carefully. If they are having trouble reading the English, you can read it for them. This isn't about learning English. You might see these audio buttons. They'll provide the correct Hebrew pronunciation for the Hebrew words that your students will be learning. If you know the Hebrew, you can just say it out loud to them. If not, have them press the button. I know that when I was learning Hebrew, we only learned it in one font, and now it's really hard for me to read Hebrew in other fonts that I didn't learn at the beginning. So we make sure that our students learn Hebrew in a variety of fonts so that they'll be comfortable reading in any situation. In the program, there are also videos that will share information about the individual letters you'll be learning. We make sure that our students know all of the names of the Hebrew letters and all of the names of the vowel signs. So it's important that you do too. Make sure you review these things before going over them with your students. So on the programs, we have interactive pages where the students will be asked to click the right answers. Know that we do not keep track of wrong answers, and if they want to see what happens when they click a wrong answer, that's fine. See? We always end with a practice page because we like to end with a high note. And that's it! You're done with your lesson. So after that fun computer component, now it's time for the hands-on learning activity, which will be a breeze because you already have everything cut out. After the activity, it's important to make sure everything is neat and organized. I suggest putting things in an envelope or a Ziploc bag or some kind of box to make sure you have everything neat and organized and keep things clean. In every lesson, there is a Hebrew through movement vocabulary list, which you can use in your hands-on activity if you and your student are comfortable. If not, just skip that step. Let's just have a quick review of what we've just learned. It's important to review and prepare the materials before you meet with your student, and also pay attention to detail when going through everything with your student and make sure that they are retaining everything that they are learning.